Hey YouTube, what goes on? And welcome back to Disavowed Action Figures, bringing you Toy Hunt, episode number 472. We're back on Tillman Street in Allentown, Pennsylvania, here in the Lehigh Valley, looking for cheap deals. And apparently the deals can't get any cheaper here at Ollie's Bargain Outlet, as I've been seeing online that they are now trying to sell their Black Panther and Shang-Chi figures for $1. I'd buy that for $1. I probably won't buy that for $1, but I want to see it. But before we get to any of that, if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you. It does not cost you anything, and it helps us grow the channel tremendously in the march to 9,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. If for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us out over Instagram at disavowed_12. Let's see what they have inside. Oh, and also hit that hype button. Helps a lot, if you don't mind. Thank you. I think I see the sign from here. Nope. That is the sign for Toys for Tots. All right, so we got to see if we can find a sign that says that Black Panther figures are only $1. Oh, there it is. We found it. You got to be kidding me. That is wild. Just donate them. What are we doing, folks? Just donate them for $1. That's not a bad action figure for $1, like the MCU. And actually, it does look pretty thinned out here. But, I mean, that's just wild to see. Especially considering we used to use that bumper over on Yojo Jerk's channel for Mega Powers podcast. The old Ollie's commercial. I'd buy that for $1. That was the reference I made in the intro there. So that's crazy. That's definitely be a thumbnail or an Instagram post for sure. So, all right, let's go check the main aisle. I just had to confirm this for myself. I have to say, I feel like it's a missed opportunity to also dump the Eternals figures for $1. Like, even this is just sitting around. So that's just crazy. $1 for an action figure. Even if it is an action figure nobody wants anymore, that is still pretty wild. Because I don't think I've ever seen that at any of these bargain stores. Let me know in the comments if it's occurred. But I don't think I've seen that in my toy hunting travels. Literally trying to sell an entire wave of action figures for like $1. You know, a pop. So it is very pick through here though. So you can see, you know, Ollie's has been very slow this holiday season. And again, if you're wondering why I'm going through this so quickly, I mean, I used to come to Ollie's a lot. In the last couple months, I just kind of stopped because they stopped getting stuff in. Outside of a random thing here or there, it's kind of just been a wasteland of this older stuff, as you can see. So, yeah, okay. We'll walk around a little bit more, and if not, we'll hit another location. But I had to start with that. I'm not sure you can see the sign back there, but they are building a new Wawa over here on Lehigh Street. And I will not complain about having another Wawa to go to. So as you saw, as Elvis Presley played us into the parking lot, we're at Ross, Dress for Less on Lehigh Street. Take a walk through here. I'm a little bit early for a meetup. I am picking up a Marvel Legend from a certain vendor who was at a recent toy show that I was at, that I regretted not picking that item up. It was a very reasonable price, and thankfully we were introduced online, so I'm gonna be grabbing that. I'll show you what it is after the Ross. All right, so up front here on one of the red tables, we have a random Dracula laying here for $16.99. We've seen plenty of him over the last couple of weeks, and a random McFarlane Batman. So that is still $12.99. And back here in the massive area of red tables, there are just so many toys back here. I'm sure there's good stuff that's just very buried. We got a Red Velvet. We got Whim. We've seen that plenty of times. Down this way, we have the best action stuff thrown over here. It's like they're just emptying the back room every day anymore. Look at all those gargoyles. You know what? I think it's all him. I actually don't think of NC-FARLANE a whole lot. Man, you could literally build almost the entire gargoyles line here at this place at the Ross over the last few weeks. But yeah, it looks like all Thylague. Not quite, because we do have ET over here, but we also do have a Goliath, the Sega version, sitting there. We got a King Kong. This is the color King Kong, right? I think I have this one. Yeah, I have that King Kong. If I found the regular one, I might actually pick it up. Can confirm those are all Thylague in the middle. I see some more ET buried in there. This is a lot of stuff. There's some more of the Pandora stuff. I'm blanking on the name of the actual franchise because I just don't care about it. James Cameron, whatever it is. And then down this direction, we've got a Homer hanging out. Homer. down to $8.99. Of course, she's here, as she always is. Yeah, lots of stuff to dig through. Got the red velvet. What else is down here? Got a Sean Spears, but it's the regular Sean Spears, not the Chase. All right, so like I said, head on a swivel status, because check this out. As I dig, they're starting to get the mega figs in again. Remember last year, they would get these in from time to time. There's the Calabac for $7.99. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness. That's a great price for that kind of a mega fig. I just don't collect these. I remember last year I saw the Frankenstein here, which I had actually recently sold out of my collection. It was so hard not to pick it up at that price. I just have no use for this. I can't really fudge it into anything. I mean, maybe with an Asgardian shelf or something, but the big chunk of plastic for $7.99. I'm seeing more Sean Spears shoved back here. And the reason I'm digging to look for Sean Spears is there is a chase for him that has been showing up in Ross's. And if I were to find it, I would definitely pick it up just for the novelty of it. But as you can see, these are just the regular ones. But considering how everything's just thrown everywhere back here, I think there's that slight possibility you could get lucky and somebody just may not have seen the chase. She's down to $9.99 now, still too much. Sorry, I'd love to pick it up for my friend, but not for that price. All right, let's keep digging around. Over here, even more Thyalog. Am I saying it right? Thyalog. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's actually not him. Sorry, that's the Sega thing, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Goliath, my bad. Avatar. I remember the name. It wasn't because I saw this either. Avatar. So first time seeing this one. Little mini fig. I think he can maybe, yeah, does he fit inside? I have that big structure thing, that big robot thing. I wonder if this figure fits in it, or if that's a bigger thing. I can't remember. Bigger scale. Got a foot right in front of me. But I see more Sean Spears back here. Looks like possibly more than one. So let's dig and see if there's any chance. Any or a chase. We got a regular one. Also got a Leo right there. Got, looks like all regular ones. Another regular one. Another regular one. I knocked one over so we could reach it. Yeah. Yep, another regular one. So, yeah, he's got to dig. And back here on the peg hooks, there's another Batman, another one of the Miles figures, another Superman, something else Avatar there, Superman. That's the same thing, right? Yeah. More Parks and Rec. What's this here? UFC stuff that nobody really wants. The Mummy, another Sean Spears. It's the regular one, though. And around the corner, more of that. Got some Beast Wars. I'll tell you what, Ross is just jammed up again with stuff here. They are not slowing down. It's not that it's anything necessarily new, but anything I've seen here, I feel like they're just putting back out. We got a Wolfman, which honestly, I'm considering if I saw the colored version. Again, this is just the black and white. Oh, there we go, G.I. Joe, nice. That's something new. All right, I heard this has been showing up. So what do we have? For $8.99, I'm going to get this. I don't really do Joes anymore, but $8.99, that's a pickup for me. I have to watch my time actually, because I am meeting up, as I said, with somebody. These things just start falling everywhere here. So that's a great find. Transformers. What's this Transformer we got here? Who's this guy? It's $19.99 on the Transformers. There's Cram back there. There's another different one back there too. This is easily the most stacked Ross. Oh, they have the Casey Jones? I'm buying multiple things. I don't have that Casey Jones in my collection at this point. Yep, they got the Casey, $16.99. You gotta be kidding me. This is easily the most stacked Ross I've been in weeks. This is insane. I pretty much, if I get this, I think I have every single main 89 turtle figure. That's wild. Look, we have right here more gargoyles, $16.99. And down below we have more Frankenstein, more Star Wars, plenty of Star Wars, another Casey Jones, more of the Avatar stuff, more NECA crammed in here. This is definitely the craziest one I've been at in weeks, easily. We got another Casey Jones, so definitely tons of Casey Jones, more Transformers. Yeah, this is great. There's a lot of stuff here. Down this direction, looking like just, oh, there's more going on there for Avatar. Yeah, this is definitely a Ross toy dump that they did right here. That one neck I saw back there was actually a Clown It. There's Black Noir, that's here again. Yeah, they cleared out the back. There's Frankenberry. I do have that already. Yeah, they're loaded up. Dracula on the floor. Just dug through and found the full-sized Avatar figure for $11.99. So there's, I guess, the big scaled ones for that collection. But this is nuts. I'm gonna have to go get in line. There's multiple Beetlejuices exclusives that they have. Looks like Entertainment Earth. 2 of those that are here. Actually, after digging, they have the Jake Sully too. So we have both of them for the collection right there. So $11.99. Not bad. All right, so this is nuts. They have Super 7 G.I. Joe Roadblock for $19.99. No interest in that, but that's awesome to see. I think, sorry, I'm like losing my voice here. Easily the craziest Ross dump I've seen. Who we have down here? CoverGirl is here. Too bad they don't have the slipcases with them. We got CoverGirl. Are they the only two? What are these here? Looks like these are all CoverGirl here. Yeah, all CoverGirl. But they had to just recently put all this stuff out because nothing like this sits around here. Things just move so quickly in the Lehigh Valley. We have Small Joe shoved in here. Who do we have? Reaction Series Glenda. Quite a few of her shoved in here. I'm not even gonna have time to actually get in line. I have to stash my stuff and come back. More Superman. Okay, I gotta go meet up and I'll come back and see what else. It's our first Santa Claus sighting of 2025. There he is, the big man. Also, don't forget, this is the now abandoned Spirit Halloween location from 2025, which will now probably sit empty until next Halloween, or I should say next August. All right, so I don't want to completely spoil it, but there you go. If you watch the videos, you probably knew what it was going to be. So $70 is an amazing price on this. I've seen it going for a lot more on different websites, eBay and whatnot. Not whatnot, but meaning whatnot is in other websites. I guess whatnot is a website. But yeah, huge shout out and thank you to Nestor. Met him at the toy show, the Allentown toy show. Also plugged for that December 21st in Schnecksville, Pennsylvania. They're doing this part 2, so check that out. And shout out to that good sir who was the intermediary between us to hook us up from Collectibles Kingdom. Check that store out as well. No, it's not sponsored or anything here. Just good people who helped me out that I want to mention them as well. So, all right, we're going back in Ross. It's freaking cold. But I finally built Excalibur. I'm pumped. I'll probably do a video opening this and the Rachel Summers and the X-Men 97 Nightcrawler because that's going to be the Nightcrawler I put with this because my other Nightcrawler is on my X-Men shelf. Okay, that's been 54 seconds of a parking lot. I apologize, but I'm excited. Let's go back in Ross. I think the last clip when I was just in here a few minutes ago, I said I'd consider getting this if I saw it, and here it is. So I'm going to pass only because I do have the colored poster version. So I don't need to. If it was like $10 maybe, but I'm definitely spending more money in here than I anticipated spending. Stuff's just falling all over the place. I didn't show this proper earlier. I think we've seen her before. $7.99, but yeah, there's more back there. There's more NECA. What's that one? Probably more turtles. Dracula. Okay. Yeah, this is the craziest roster. There's the It. So I didn't dig this out before. Somebody else must have since I was in here. So there's the It. Again, $20. Quality figure. Don't need it. The Thing is here. So I think, unless I'm missing stuff, we've gotten through everything. Nestor had told me there's some even crazier stuff at some other Rosses nearby. So I might try to take a ride there today. And there's good old standby G.I. Joe. That's still, I'm not going to pull that out because those are going to fall. But even that Joe is still there. There's more Black Noir. Yeah, this is definitely the biggest Ross find I've made in the last couple of months. This is nuts. So still, no Marvel Legends. Maybe we'll get lucky the next Ross we hit up. But if not, the hunt continues. We saw this already as well in some other stores. Simpsons. So here's the thing with Ross, though. We always say it could be a win, could be a loss. You don't unless you check your Ross. This was definitely a win for sure. But the next one we go to could be nothing like this. So this just, temper the enthusiasm because, oh God, it's going to fall. Because you really don't know till you get there. And it could just be a big miss. So, all right, I think we're getting in line. Try to buy this stuff. Unless I find in the random red table. Because sometimes this store is known for shoving red tables in strange places. But, all right, one more look at Frankenberry. And then let's go find our stuff. All right, so just put some respect on this guy's name. It's actually Metalhead. It's part of the Iron Grenadiers or Grenadiers. Yeah, that's a lot of awesome stuff. Yeah, it's an awesome figure for $8.99. I'm going to leave it. I've been so far out of Joe's for the most part. This will just start a whole trend for me. So I'm going to put it right in the front of the store in the toy bin for some lucky collector or parent for their kid to find. So let's just get the Casey Jones and something for A-Tizzle that I found for Christmas, and we'll get out of here and go to the next store. And then in line, I found this Setups crab suit for Avatar, and that has $14.99. There you go. So plenty of stuff here today. Check. And as I continue to dig, I've had some more Star Wars for $4.99. HK-87 Assassin Droid. All right, last shop for tonight. The hunt shall continue tomorrow. Ross Dress West MacArthur Road. That is a whole lot of ET right here. Actually, the box for the shelf thing for ET. Wow. And we got the Thing, Aquaman, a lot of Frankensteins. Another one of those. We just saw a ton of those at the last store. I know maybe we'll find some good stuff here, because this is a lot of the same things we saw in the other location. Here we go. We got her. And actually, taking a long reach here, we got Padme. Haven't seen her here before. So that's kind of cool. Star Wars. Conjuring 2. Yeah, it's stacked here too. I got a good feeling right now, because I haven't seen a lot of this stuff before. Did see Black Noir. This really interested me a lot to get this. I'm just not going to do it to myself and fall down the rabbit hole of Terminator stuff. Little Bart. $4, right? $4? Yeah, $3.99. Okay, let's keep looking. Even more Black Series. This has not been here in a long time, so they've definitely upped their game. I see Classified there. Is that the same guy we saw before? Oh, it's Jinx. Cool. I have Jinx. I got it for on sale on the Walmart a while back. Actually, it might have been about the same price on Walmart. But again, just digging. We got April O'Neil. We've seen her before. Actually picked it up. Gargoyles, Back to the Future. Yeah, they definitely are up in the game here as we get closer. Continue to dig. They have more Alf. We've seen Alf here before, actually. But again, the fact that they have more of it in is great. He's from Melmac. So many people got fired up or inquisitive as to why I didn't know what this was. What can I tell you? I didn't really care about Transformers that much as a kid. But a lot of people educated me, so thank you. That's here too. All this Back to the Future shoved back here. Tales from Space. Loving the red table season. We are in the thick of it. It's going to be gone soon. Got to enjoy it while we can. They are actively bringing stuff out. That's why we're seeing so much of this here. This cart's just full of stuff. Bunch of him. Bunch of these. It's insanity. It's a whole wall of Goliath. This is incredible. This is okay. All right, we thought Roscon was over. I thought it was slowing down. We got Hudson over there. Just in this one toy hunt alone, I could have built, I believe, the entire team of gargoyles. I think I've seen almost all of them. Now, granted, no Xanatos or whatever his name is, but we've definitely seen, I think, the entire core team just in 2 stores. That is crazy when you stop and you think about it. From when they first came out. Yep, there we go. There is him. And also down here, Franks. Again, we could have built the entire team in one toy hunt. Okay, so this is next level Christmas shenanigans. They added another entire peg wall of toys. I don't think I've ever seen that here at this location before. That is wild. All right, so of course we have Red Velvet. There's Brooklyn. I think they have all their gargoyles for the entire team just in the store potentially. They always have Demonas. There's going to be a Demona somewhere. All these Chainsaw Mans. Down below, I'm seeing more of the Avatar stuff. Yeah, they are just in the mode. They're trying to get everything out of the back as soon as they can onto the floor to try to get Christmas shoppers to buy everything. So that's crazy. And then over here, the regular peg wall section, more gargoyle stuff. Down below, a mismatch of things, more ET. Dragon Ball, of course. It's the first time I've seen more of anything rather than Dragon Ball. Usually still all Dragon Ball stuff. But still a very, very strong lack of Marvel Legends. Again, I think people know what they are. They just grab them right away. Collectors or whatever you want to say. But let's keep digging. Another Sean Spears back there, but it's not the Chase. Another Sean Spears, not the Chase. And again, that's not necessary to find that. It would just be kind of cool to find a Chase in the wild. Shout out again for being hooked up with that, the Billy Gunn AEW Chase. That was awesome. Thank you, and the Firefighter. But then we also have Count Chocula. Up top, we have Frankenbear. Remember last year I was on the hunt strong for those, and I missed them a bunch of times. A bunch of times I just looked right past them. More Gargoyles, more Hudson, more Brooklyn. Man, okay. I think we've been through all the tables and found mostly the same stuff. I think they restored some more things than they had here. But this was a crazy night. We'll see how tomorrow goes as I add to this toy hunt. But a lot of great finds for sure. I mean, look at that. That is just crazy. Sorry if I said crazy a lot, but it is. Haven't seen this before, have we? Ezra Bridger, Holocron series. Frankenstein, more Ezra Bridger, more of the boys. As you just dig, you just find more stuff. You can't just think what's on the front. You got to keep looking at the back. And they even have the amp suit. I got this for like $7 eventually at Target when it was on clearance. I think it was 7, or it was like 13 at least, or at most. But even the amp suits here. Oh God, she's crying at me. I almost missed this. It's just walking around finding stuff. All right, I think we're gonna close things out here at the Cedar Crest Target in Allentown, Pennsylvania. See if they have any sales, anything new going on. Who knows? All right, so starting off here at the Transformers section. Here's what you got going on there. Definitely well stocked from what I can tell. As I said, we had that deal going on right there. And down this way, DC Multiverse stuff, some Sonic, the Flash crossover. Feels like 2025 is the year of the crossover for toys, right? We still have some of those hanging tough. Those will be all over the place for clearance and such in the future. We got Rock and Roll retro carded. It's kind of cool to see. Yeah, haven't seen that in a while, I guess. Motu stuff. Got the Storm Outback. Some more Joes. So we got Sci-Fi, Mainframe, Frag Viper in the back. Not too much going on Legends-wise here, but I think we're ready to close it out. So if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you. It does not cost you anything, and it helps us grow the channel tremendously in the march to 9,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button, and for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us out over at Instagram at Disavowed_12. Hey everybody, if you're going toy hunting this week, please try to remember the 3 P's of the toy hunt: patience, persistence, most of all politeness. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing all of you at the pegs.